Hi, I'm Scotty. Welcome to my channel, Scotties Clock World. Thanks for dropping by. Now that we've pegged out the plates, front and back, and polished the pivots on the wheels, we now have to test to make sure that the pivots and the bushings are lined properly, that there's not excessive end play in them. So we'll start putting the wheels in one at a time and checking them. It's the minute arbor spinning there, the wheel on it. I'll now put the gathering pallet wheel in. They look alright. Now turn the movement round. We're looking at that pivot there, which is very, very small. And I'll move the wheel backwards and forwards across the plate. There's virtually no movement in there at all. We're looking at that pivot there. Same thing, virtually no movement. Alright, we'll check the end play. Moving it between the plates, forward and backwards. Not a lot, but sufficient. Those wheels are turning in unison very nicely. Alright, we'll try the escape wheel now. Take that wheel out and put it back over there. Now we want the escape wheel, which will go into, so I can get a grip on it, it will. That bushing there. Being a bit hard to get on with actually. Now for the top pivot, we'll lift the top plate up a little bit, slide it under, find its bushing. There we go, that's got him. It was very, very close, but not close enough. You can see it spinning there nicely now. So we'll now have a look at that pivot there. And I'll move the wheel backwards and forwards across the plate, virtually no movement. And then that pivot there. Same thing, virtually no movement. Right, check it for end play. Move the wheel backwards and forwards between the plates. And not much, but sufficient. The same as the other ones. This movement looks like it's done very little work in its lifetime. Everything is seriously tight. Alright, we'll go to the strike side now and check those wheels out. Now we'll test the star wheel. This wheel here. We'll slide it in between the plates. Get the bottom pivot aligned. If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And it fell out, so we'll do it again. Use a pair of tweezers this time, see if that'll hold it a bit easier. Where's its... I'll get my fatter pair of tweezers, they tend to hold things better. Alright. Bottom pivot in. Minute arbors come out, that's a problem. That's got him. Now, star wheel into its bottom pivot. Align the gathering pallet wheel. Getting still a little bit, got to come up a bit higher yet. Not much, a little bit. Down there, that's about got it. Gathering pallet. Now star wheel has dropped out. So, dropped into the wrong bushing, that's what the problem is. Needs to go that one there. Over a tiny bit more. That's got him, thank you. Alright, minute arbors in, turns nicely. These other two wheels turn very smoothly. Alright, let's check to see what condition the bushings are in. Looking at that one there, move the wheel sideways across the plate as usual, nothing at all. Wonder if this movement's ever been turned on. There is virtually no wear in either the pivots or the bushings. There's virtually no end play there, you can see it moving backwards and forwards. That's probably the best example we've had of that in this movement so far. We'll take that out. Right, we're ready for the warning wheel now. We'll test that one, see how it goes. And the warning wheel goes there. Okay, minute over. It's got him. Gathering pallets in place. Now we'll move the warning wheel over to its correct, a little bit tight there, to its correct position. Needs to go over a little bit more, yeah. There we go, that's got him, fell into place then. You can see it spinning very freely. All right, once again, we'll check that pivot there. Roll the wheel backwards and forwards between the plates. No. That bushing there. Nope. And a little bit of end play, just sufficient. All right. Now while that's there, we might as well put the fly in, which goes there and into that little piece up there. Over, that's got him. Check everything again. Minute arbor. And the warning wheel. All right, we're looking at the fly pivot there. I don't expect anything in it. Microscopic little bit of movement. That one there. Tiny little bit of movement. And end play. Backwards and forwards. Well, that's a first. There's no bushings to be redone in that movement. As I said before, I don't know that it's done very much, well, it hasn't done very much work. Not a matter of not knowing, it hasn't. Because those alleged bushings are just holes that were drilled in the plate in the factory. There's not a bushing in any one of those holes and they're still really, really good. So this movement has definitely not done very much work. All right, so what we're going to do now is put all the wheels in between both plates and check to make sure that they all run freely. We're going to start putting the wheels back into the movement now. You'll notice that I've got the first wheel on the going side. I've already put that in. That's a diabolical thing to put in when you're trying to watch a camera, to make sure that you've got the correct video for it and yet put it in at the same time, especially when the minute wheel here has other wheels in both trains that sit either above it or below it. You've got to do them one at a time. You can't just put them all in like usual. You usually put in all the going side wheels and then all the strike side wheels, put the top plate on, and then work your way up from the bottom, up one side, and then do the other side. We can't do that with this movement because of that wheel down there, so what we've got to do is put them all in individually, which are going to take quite some time. All right, I'll open the plates up a little bit and I'll put the third wheel in here using a pair of tweezers. Needs to come up a little bit more actually. A little bit tight in there. And because we're opening the plates so that we can get the wheels in, all the other pivots are going to drop out. Where's that pivot hole? There it is. Right. Open the plates a tiny bit to get that pivot in there. We don't want to break it off. That's got it. It's down under. That's got him. Now check the other ones. Right, so we'll check and see how that fits in. I'll turn the grate wheel and you'll see that train of wheels is moving quite freely. Now to put in the escape wheel. I'll get my pair of tweezers, hold it tightly, and then position the pivot down there in its bush. Just at the top there. That's got him. Alright, now I'll have to lift the plate so that I can get that top pivot in and everything else drops out. So, better align the third wheel once again. There we go, we heard it drop in. Now the escape wheel. I think is, whoop, was in, I've just kicked it out. Escape wheel's in, and we'll put the gathering pallet back in its place again. Alright, I'll hold the plates together. I'll turn the grate wheel on the going side train. You can see it turning around in there very smoothly. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Now we're going to look at putting the strike side in. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about antique and vintage clock repair, be sure to hit the subscribe button or become a channel member to watch my videos ad-free. Thank you to my supporters: Don Dressel, David Phillips, Graham FP, Robert Hornman, Mike Messerschmidt, Stephen Watts, Sidus, Rolf, Tony Paisley, Jeff Clements, Whitney Kovner, Walt Morgan, Dennis O'Connor, Robert Baldwin, Douglas Mueller, John, Martin Olivia, Douglas Rollinson, Bill Leeds, Getsup, Brooks Rowand, Jim Scarladorn, Rodney Van Meter and Elizabeth Smith.